What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here with the 2019 Silverado. Just a quick video here, just explaining my process of what I do for maintenance washes. So starting off here at the around here, this is my soap and water from my last contact wash that we did with this Chevy Silverado. This is everything that's left over from washing from the PPF areas on the bottom of my doors, which is right here. Here's where my PPF stops. Bottom of the door continues going. That is not dirt, that is surface shield. I've explained that in plenty of videos. If you guys are interested on how I keep all of my vehicles rust free, make sure you check out the rest of the videos on my channel about surface shield. I've got a 2001 Dodge Ram pickup truck with no rust on it, has 237,000 miles on it, and that's exactly what I plan to do to this truck right here, and that's how I keep the rust off of it with that surface shield. So if you're interested in that, make sure you guys watch those videos. Getting back to the truck here, that water and that soap is everything from the PPF and above, so not a bunch of dirt or anything like that. And that is what I use to wash the bottom of the truck. And what I do to start off with is I give a rinse down. I get all the bug guts and everything that I can and the loose dirt off first. I then pressure wash all the rims and tires, get all the loose dirt off of that. Then I go with the foam cannon everything, let it dwell a little bit, spray that off. Then I come back with this stuff, start washing the bottom. Once I do the bottom, spray that off so we don't have water spots. Then I go to the dirtiest part of most vehicles, which are the rims and tires and the back of the vehicle, not the paint though, just let's say the rear bumper and down and the mufflers. But we do the tires, and then after that I dump all this out, and then I put fresh water and new soap in the bucket. I know people like the two bucket method as well. But again, it's just what your preference is and what I like to do. It's the most efficient for me, and it keeps a bunch of scratches off my vehicles. The work truck, don't care as much about that. That one usually doesn't even get hand washed. It just usually gets pressure washed down because it's going to get dirty within the next couple hours. But with this one, keeping the scratches off of it, again, it is ceramic coated and PPF'd in certain areas. But we're doing what we can with it. So after we do the bottom and the tires and the rims, again, that gets dumped out. New water, new soap goes in it, and then so that everything is nice and clean in the bucket, so that when we go to contact wash the upper part of the vehicle, everything is gritless. So everything that's coming in contact with the paint, the windows, the mirrors, has no grit on it at all. And then that is when I leave that soap, which is this stuff, in the bucket for the next wash. And I hope you guys are getting the picture now of what I do and why I do this, but it is to not waste soap and water. So what other people may be doing is starting out with an empty bucket, and then they go to do the wheels first, which a lot of detailers do. They do their wheels and tires first, or the bottom of the vehicles first, then they dump that out, and then do the same thing that I do here, which is putting fresh new water and soap in, then do the rest of the vehicle, and then they dump that out. When that most of that stuff is kind of clean, which is why you should have grit guards as well. That'll help you out as well with reducing scratches, and along with different tools, soft, medium, hard stuff. Again, make sure you're using that stuff on the same type of things. Don't switch from a soft brush on the wheels and put that same soft brush that you just did with the wheels onto the paint. You're going to create scratches. But other than that, making sure you guys are using the same tools for the same areas of each different vehicle that you're doing. If you're doing multiple vehicles, if you're just doing the same vehicle, it's still the same process, still the same terminology, still the same thinking. Make sure you're using the same brushes for the same areas and not cross-contaminating all that grit to different areas, because that's when you get all your swirls and scratches. It's the same thing as if you went to a automatic wash down the street from your home. All that is just caked up with dirt, rocks. So quick example here, with not going on too long with this, is if you go to a automatic wash, let's say a big truck just came in there, went mudding, and all that mud is now on those brushes. You come in after that truck, where you think all that dirt is going to go? It's going to get slung right onto your paint, brushed into your paint, and boom, boom, scratch, 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 scratch. And then when you get out, you get home, it's all dried off. Now you see different scratch and swirl marks in your vehicle, and that's no good. So I just wanted to get on here, explain my process of what I do as far as wash methods for my vehicles to keep them scratch free. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new. It's free to do, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.